Do you even understand how kids are made? Hi everyone, it's Hannah and welcome to Chore With Me, the channel where we declutter our homes and hearts. Now usually I'm doing a home declutter and that means I'm cleaning something. So if you'd like to see one of those videos, click right up there. But today I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a heart declutter, and that just means I'm going to talk about something that I've been thinking about. So my husband and I have been married for 10 years and we do not have kids, and I find this is something people get very curious about. They have a lot of questions and comments about the fact we don't have kids. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 comments or questions that we get with regards to why we don't have kids. And maybe this is something that you've been curious about and that you've wanted to ask someone that doesn't have kids. So I'm going to do my best to answer some of those questions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. These are all things that adults have said to me. Keep that in mind when you hear number 5. So in no particular order, here we go. Number 1, you are selfish. Now, I think we all have our moments of being selfish, like when I sneak the last piece of pumpkin pie out of the fridge before my husband can get to it, or when he pretends he's still asleep on a Sunday morning so I have to go feed the cats because they won't stop crying. I don't really consider the act of not having kids as being selfish. There are times in life or seasons in life when people just don't feel it's the right time to have kids, or maybe they just don't want kids. If people choose not to have kids, there's usually some very specific circumstances as to why they're not having kids. And they're not always comfortable in just letting people know. There also seems to be a stigma about not having kids because it's the thing that you do. You find someone to spend the rest of your life with and you have kids. It's just normal to do that. So when people choose to go a different direction, that's a little bit hard sometimes to understand. I don't think having kids because everyone else is doing it is a reason to have kids, but that's just my opinion. The second thing people say to me when they find out I don't have kids is, "You will never understand unconditional love." And it's true to some point because I will never understand unconditional love between a parent and a child, but I do have people in my life that I love unconditionally. Maybe it's just a different type of unconditional love, and I'm okay with that. Number 3, and this is probably one that I hear the most. People say to me, "Who is going to take care of you when you're old?" And here's my answer. The same person that takes care of me now, me. No, I'm kind of just kidding because I know people mean, who's going to take care of you when you're too old to climb the stairs, or when you leave the stove on after cooking, or when you just don't want to cook anymore. There are definitely families out there that can take care of their loved ones, but I know a lot of senior citizens who don't live anywhere near their children, and so they're left on their own. And when senior citizens don't have anyone around to help take care of them, they usually have to depend on the community, their friends, or places like assisted living facilities. Now recently I visited an assisted living facility. That's actually really hard to say. Anyway, I visited one, and you know what? I know they're not all made equally, but they're not terrible. They had a baby grand piano, 4-course meals, a bus that took you shopping, you live with all your friends. I mean, it's not all bad. And if one day I find myself in a facility like that, and I don't enjoy it, it's my fault because I didn't have kids, right? I think we're on number 4 now, so that brings us to, aren't you lonely? No, I'm an introvert. I enjoy alone time very much. I love spending time with friends and family too, but I find life is really busy, so my alone time, I really cherish it. Number 5, do you even understand how kids are made? Number 6, you must get so much sleep. Yeah, that's probably true. I probably get a lot more sleep than the average parent. Sorry. Number 7, you are missing out on a lot of fun. I feel like I have so much fun in my life. It's been such an adventure. And I don't really have anything to compare it to because I've never had kids. So maybe I'm missing out and I don't even know it. That brings us to number 8. People quote Psalms 127, specifically verses 3 to 5 to us. And if you're curious about what that says, you'll just have to go look it up. Number 9, you are so lucky you don't have kids. Sometimes I just want peace and quiet. To which I answer, yeah, I get a lot of peace and quiet. And number 10, this is probably the second most common question that we get as to why we don't have kids. People say, why? Why don't you have kids? And that would make an excellent next video. If you're interested to know why we don't have kids, go ahead, thumbs up the video, and leave a comment down below and say, why? Thanks so much for hanging out with me today and watching the video. Please subscribe if you want to get more content like this, and have a great rest of your day.